Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Wednesday the 26th and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Got up and got around, wife got off to work, got the dogs out, got them back in, got them fed, all that good fun stuff that's required with caring for dogs. Went ahead and separated them out so I could go feed the cats I need to go take care of. So I went and took care of the cats. And then from there, I was kind of already in that part of town. I thought, well, I'm going to run by Tractor Supply. Been looking for a couple items. Not really sure exactly what item I need to make the project work. So it's kind of a going and seeing if I can find what I'm looking for there. And drove over that way. I was also going to hit Home Depot, but I was at Tractor Supply longer than I planned on being there. And thought, I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow, whatever, no problem. So I left there. Didn't find what I needed. And they just really have, it's an odd project I'm working on that makes no sense. I'm trying to put some stuff together in my head. And sometimes I can walk around different areas that have different parts of equipment to make stuff work. And one thing I also looked at while I was there was looking for the connection from my propane tank to my generator, and nothing there seemed like it was what I needed. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research, maybe do online research to find out like what the fitting is I need. I know I had the fitting, that's the part I don't understand, because I had the damn fitting at one point because I had it run on propane when I first bought it like a year, was it 2 years ago? I don't know, whenever the hell it was, a while back, whenever I bought the damn thing. I hooked it up, made sure it worked just fine. It was right before a hurricane coming, and it was like, just got lucky it was at Lowe's when I bought the darn thing. So I know I had it hooked up, but I don't know what happened to that part of the hose. So I don't know if I used that hose on like one of my gas heaters or what I did, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna buy a new piece. Hopefully I can figure out what I need. I'd really like to find some quick disconnects if I could, like airline chucks. That's what I was really looking for, but they didn't have anything that was, there's some stuff I could have made together, but it wasn't for gas, and I don't want to mess with that. I want it actually designed for gas. So if I'm gonna take a chance of blowing myself up, I want it to be done at least with stuff rated for gas, so definitely don't want that leaking out and causing issues. So, but yeah, that didn't do me. It came up fertile, but it was what it was. So I got some cool stuff looked at. Chatted with the guy when I first walked in. He noticed my headphones, the bone conductive, so we chatted about those a little bit. Asked him if he knew about the new ones that are out there, actually two-piece. They don't have the little strap around the back like this one does, which I think I really want. So like when you're laying like in a hammock or something, your head's tilted back, it doesn't kind of push weirdly on your ears, on the back of your head. So I might order a set of those. Haven't done it. I keep hoping they'll go on sale, but they rarely are paying on sale until like they're going to bring out the new one. So whenever they're going to bring out the new item, they'll put the what is now newest on sale, and God knows how long it takes for that to happen. So I've got to probably just break down and order the darn thing, say the heck with it. So, but went ahead from there, headed back to the house. Didn't go to Home Depot. I figured I'd been gone long enough between the cats and Tractor Supply. I just go to Home Depot tomorrow or whatever. Figured out then and get it all done. But yeah, went ahead and got back to the house, hung out with the dogs. Everything was good. Went ahead and it was just kind of feeling my head hurt real bad. I had a headache, but wasn't feeling spectacular. So I thought I'm gonna have a drink, which I don't do very often, but I do drink a little bit of alcohol every now and then as a muscle relaxer to help like my sore neck and my back and whatnot. So I ended up having a little bit of peach schnapps to basically help loosen up my joints and all that good fun stuff. So from there, went ahead and hung around with the dogs, had myself a nice cigar. Ended up actually kind of cuddling up to one of the dogs. We laid down for a minute in the air conditioning, trying to keep them. They want to be outside with me all the time. So in order for me to be inside and keep them from wrestling and fighting, I'll lay down and they'll lay down with me kind of thing. So I had a giant dog cuddling up next to me. It was kind of funny. So, but watched a little bit of a Netflix and chilled out with a couple strange dogs. But hung out there, ended up back outside, went and got my run in, doing some yard work, working on my wife's pool. I set it up for her last year for her birthday, and then she fell and broke her knee, and I was like, I'm not gonna keep maintaining this damn thing the rest of the summer when she's not gonna use it. So as soon as she asked me to set it back up, I'll set it back up for her. Just set it up anytime after she got her leg feeling better, but she never brought it up, and I was kind of tired of looking at it, to be completely honest with you. Not yet. Yeah. Yeah. It's Florida. I figure it's always lightning somewhere.
I know, but I'd only be working and...
Yeah, it's definitely kind of scary. So went ahead and kind of brought it up to her like, hey, what's the deal with this pool? Like, if if you're not going to use it, I'm going to throw it away. Like, I'm going to sell it or whatever. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to sell it. It literally was up for, I don't know, 2 months. Maybe she swam in, I think, 3 times. So, which to her defense, she did, break your knee, which caused some issues getting out of there. But her leg's been healed up way long enough that at any point she could have said, hey, can you set the pool back up again? Which would have been fine. And she didn't. And she goes, well, I didn't want to put you out and ask you to set it up. I'm like, well, it's a shit ton of money just sitting there, and it's ugly, and it's getting stained and from the leaves and stuff in it and whatnot. And what are we doing? Like, if we're not going to use it, let's get rid of the damn thing. And she goes, well, I didn't know if you're building a garage. I said, if I build a garage, the pool still stays there. Like, that's not an issue there, which I'm not going to build the garage. I don't know if I am or not, because every time I think about it's time to build the garage, then it's one of those deals where her dad turns back, turns for the worst. And then I'm like, well, if he passed away, we're moving. So what the hell are we doing? Why am I putting $50,000 into a building to set up a building that I may literally be in for 2 months or 6 months or even a year, that I might get half of that if I'm lucky back out of it. Who knows? So part of me thinks, well, if I make the house into a rental, maybe I get more rent for the shop, and technically I could probably rent the shop out separately if I did it. But even if I, who knows? I don't know. It is what it is. It's that whole, is it worth spending $50,000 building a building to have a play shop that legitimately he may live 20 more years, and it's a great investment. If he dies in 6 months, it's a shitty investment. It seems like a bad investment at that point. So the whole thing. So she's like, well, yeah, try and set it up for me. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was hoping I was going to tear it down, but it turns out I'm setting it up. So I've been working on it slowly here and there. I'm kind of dragging my feet a little bit. There's a bird nest in the overflow filter, some aftermarket overflow filter I added to it that wasn't really great, but it helped better than what came with the pool. So I ordered a fancier overflow you cut into the liner and actually install it, which I didn't install last year because by the time I got it, I was making the decision to tear down the pool anyway. So didn't see any use in putting it in. So I got to get that set up and all the good fun stuff. I also probably need to build some kind of deck or some kind of better ladder, or buy a better ladder or something, because this setup that has now is what came with it, and it's mediocre at best. So, but yeah, I got to do more work on it tomorrow as well. So that's pretty much what I did there. Got my run in, got myself a shower. We ended up having ourselves a nice little dinner, which ended up being a deep dish double pepperoni pizza, which I'm not really a pepperoni pizza fan, but I love deep dish. It's like a double. Like, I love deep dish, but I'm not a big pepperoni fan. My wife is a giant fan of pepperoni. So that's what we had. It came in a 2-pack. It was splendidly good. It was really, really good. So I'll happily eat it again. She ate a couple slices and I ate the rest. I cut it kind of weird and funky. I like to cut pizzas weird and funky because I can. And it was a square pizza, so I cut it diagonally. I made these weird triangle pieces and stuff. So, but yeah, had myself a lot of pizza, which normally, probably more than I should have, but who cares? I'm getting fat, and I got to figure out at what point I got to make the decision to stop being so damn fat and get back in shape again. But hasn't happened yet, so I'm still eating a lot of pizza. So, but yeah, from there, got done with pizza. We watched an episode of Young Sheldon, trying to find a new TV show to watch since we finished Sweet Tooth finally. And first episode wasn't bad. It was interesting. It's got a little of those where what happens with old Sheldon. So they kind of tie into some of that stuff, and a little bit of things like he made the remark at the end of the first episode was going to Radio Shack. This is something that could never go away. This will be here forever, And I'm like, please don't make those your key jokes. Like, we all know what happens in the future. You don't have to point out the obvious, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, after that, had myself a nice little scar outside with the dogs. We got some rain today, so I deal with the dogs getting scared of thunderstorms and stuff, which always does suck, and it is what it is. But overall, not too bad. Came in, it was late enough that my wife was already wanting to go to sleep, so I watched a little bit of iPad. I watched some Hulu on the iPad by myself because she didn't want to watch it. She was already back asleep and snoring like right away. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.